Hey, Sonder family. Oh, Leanne, I am so sorry. Welcome to your coloring social, your time to just chill out with your journal, be intentional with this practice. This is a great way to reset from the week. It's a great way to tap into those good endorphins and some serotonin and some oxytocin and the right kind of dopamine measured out. This is just, that chill time. So I'm so excited to welcome you. I'm Jennifer Ogilvy. I'm coming to you from Dallas, Texas, and joining me on the call tonight, my co-facilitator, Maya Martin Glenn, and she's coming to us from Colorado. She and I were both talking about a beautiful, warm afternoon. When I put this slide up, I thought to myself, I'm having a Texas emotional weather kind of thing, I feel a little foggy, a little confused, a little depressed. As y'all may know, my brother passed away a couple weeks ago. So it's actually been 3 weeks ago. I'm also sunny because life is slowly getting back to normal. And I'm a little bit of a rainbow, so I'm kind of Texas weather for me. I'm all over the place. Leanne said that she had a contractor decide to step his foot through the ceiling in her house. So yeah, she's definitely the weather changed for her in her home. Thank you, Michelle. So yeah, I love the idea of thinking about doing that self check and where you are um with that. So yeah, to do that little self check, let's check in with self. It's going to set us up for our opening activity. Very good. And I'm just proud of y'all for showing up, for being here, for embracing your coloring practice. Remember, this is being recorded, and so you'll be able to access this. I'll share my playlist. I'm on Spotify. Our playlist is a Rain playlist in honor of our coloring page this evening. And make sure your chat says to everyone, because that's how we will communicate this evening. And this, I'm really going to try to take this umbrella and tie it into the idea of awareness tonight. That's our theme this month. And I love the idea of really having awareness and tapping into just accepting yourself for where you are. This quote by Gandhi, I shared at the front end of the month when I did my monthly setups. Your beliefs become your thoughts. Those thoughts become your words. Those words then become your actions. Your actions will become your habits. Your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny. And I think when we kind of look at that in this light, this lens of awareness, we can take a lot of agency and ownership for our life and what we choose to do and bring into our own personal world. So, yeah, let's dig in. Here's those community guidelines. We always share these when we gather together. I'm wondering, I see so many return friends. Y'all are here. But if there's anybody who's checking out a coloring social for the first time, drop a me in the chat. We'd love to say hello and welcome to this practice. It's for me, this is very similar to a yoga practice. This is about what you're there's no it's focusing on the process, not the end product. We might want our page to look a certain way, but the benefits of adult coloring are really about that whole process, decompressing, that kind of thing. So, Jessica, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. Yeah, and Nikki, yeah, that's so good, so good. I love it. So we do share these community guidelines. I know I was thinking Nikki's never done that, but done a coloring social. Anyhow, we do love this time together. It's a little bit different from those other socials that we do because it really is about creating space for you to just decompress. We're going to have an opening activity. They're usually short, mindful moments. We're going to have a good chunk of coloring time. I've got a fun playlist with a lot of rain themed songs, so very beautiful. And then we'll close up, and I have a little special announcement at the end to share with you. So if you're able to hang on, these are a little bit shorter. They're not quite an hour, usually around 45, 50 minutes. So when at the end, I'm going to share something. It's a little announcement from Meha. So, all righty. And you've been having rain all week, Margaret. Goodness, those floods are not fun. We get these April showers, right? So, very quickly, I want you to turn to your page if you're not already there. We're on page 18, which is the coloring page. And I want you just to kind of don't color, put everything down. Just put your feet flat. Feel your body in your chair where you're sitting, or maybe you're in bed. But just feel your body. Notice what your body is touching, the chair, the mattress. Maybe you have a blanket over your lap. I'm so glad your totes in bed, Nikki. Um, so I want you to think about this umbrella kind of as your awareness. Like it's this object that is now, we're going to call it your awareness. It's not something that blocks the rain, but it's something that allows you to stay present while the rain falls. We all have that rainy stuff, right? And so I want you to just sit for a second, think about what it would be like to be holding that over your head. All righty. And I want you to now think, what am I becoming more aware of in my life right now? And it could be just at this moment. Your awareness in space, your proprioceptor senses are kicking in. What do you feel? What do you notice around you? What do you hear? What are you becoming more aware of? And then I want you to think about what helps you stay steady during emotional rain. If you've got this protection over you that allows you to stay in the moment, even when there's rain coming down. And then what in your life right now deserves some very gentle attention? You know what is on your heart, you know what's taking up space in your head, what's causing things to feel off. So, this reminders you don't have to control the weather. We can't really control the weather, right? That's why I asked you to do that little check-in with yourself. The weather just happens. We just need to learn how to practice staying present underneath that umbrella, no matter what's going on. So, I want you to think about one sensation in your body, one emotion, and one thought, just what's popping in your head. Kind of like when you do a brain dump. What's that first thing that pops in your head? And let them all just be. Let them just be there. And while we are sitting for just a moment, I want you now to think about noticing those things. And as you notice, inhale and think, I notice. And exhale, I allow. Let's do that again. Inhale, I notice. Exhale, I allow. Again, inhale, I notice. Exhale, I allow. Last time, inhale, I notice. Exhale, I allow. All right, good job. Now you're ready to just be present with your practice tonight. So we've got this great coloring page. I want to talk very quickly about some ideas for this page, and then I'm going to stop talking and put on some music so you can embrace your practice. It might be kind of fun to think about, checking in with yourself, that weather, and maybe picking a color to go along with either how you're feeling or how you would like to feel. I love this quote. We use colors, but we paint with our feelings. I thought that was beautiful. And I've got a little bit bigger chart here. So perhaps you're needing extra strength in something. So you're going to maybe pick red for that umbrella that is over you that allows you to stand in the presence of whatever the weather is bringing. Or you need some energy. So you choose yellow, or maybe you do red and yellow. And I'll go back to this slide if you want to take that extra step into making your umbrella represent kind of where you are at this moment as you're thinking about awareness. I loved this one, and I had to put up the quote from Purple Rain. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, and you can see this example. The person's written, an umbrella cannot stop the rain, but it can help a person stand in the rain. The mind is like an umbrella; it only works when it's open. So I just thought this was so beautiful. I love it. Just for some inspiration. I think I'm gonna do yellow for my umbrella. I usually have a page or two colored for you. I don't tonight, but I do need some sunshine, and I love this. Somewhere out there, there is a yellow umbrella for everyone. You must be patient. And I just thought that I could just, in the midst of storms, standing under a bright, happy yellow umbrella is going to be very meaningful to me and my awareness and checking in with myself and what I need right now. A couple more quotes are going to come up that you might want to incorporate in the negative space on this page. Like, friends are like umbrellas, no matter the weather, rain or shine, they'll always be by your side. We've got when the sun shines, we'll shine together. This is from Umbrella that we heard opening up. Told you I'll be here forever, said I'll always be a friend, took an oath. I'll stick it out till the end. So perhaps some lyrics go with this page, or you add to this page some of your doodles. And look at that cute little bear just hanging out under that umbrella. We've got the sky up there with, I know Amanda Wrighty is so cute. So you could think about what you'd like to add to your umbrella. I always think of Mary Poppins when I think of an umbrella. She flies down and all that, the magic bag and everything. Okay, Betsy, I think Betsy's here tonight. And I'm going to go back through all of these while you work on your page. But Betsy actually left her page blank so she could color with y'all tonight. But she has filled her page with April showers, and I just love all the like little moments that just bring her joy. It's like little raindrops filled with glimmers, those April showers bringing beautiful things. And I thought it paired nicely with this quote: life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. And I think Betsy's page shows us that with all those fun little raindrops. And then I love this. Remember, a rainy day is the only chance our umbrella gets to shine. Thought that was a fun little take on our umbrellas. And then a couple more quotes, and my favorite is the one on the right. When people try to rain on your parade, poke them in the eye with your umbrella. It's not very nice, but it really is funny. So anyway, oh no, Betsy, it was such a good idea. And I love when we can have inspiration for that negative space. And if you don't feel like coloring, I have good days and bad days with my hands. If you don't feel like coloring today, maybe you write and you do some quotes, some lyrics, you make a rain shower, and then you color on a day where your hands feel better. So I love that. Um, anyhow. And so, yeah, let's put on some music and get going. Now, I want to know, I'll go back to that color page if you want to start selecting by how you're feeling or how you want to manifest some feelings. Let us know. What are you doing? What are you doing? And Akosua, this is on page 18 in our journal. And if you are without a journal, you can just be inspired and draw your own umbrella. But yeah, let's get going with our practice and share in the chat things that are coming up for you. I'm going to remind you, keep your shoulders loose, take some big deep breaths. And you know what? If you do, and Greta, she says it's not resonant. Sometimes it does. These pages don't speak to you, and that is okay. You can draw stripes in the negative space with your favorite colors. You can do whatever you want with this page. You could sit and do a brain dump tonight around that negative space. So lots of ways to use this page. And Greta, we always say, come as you are. And I'm just glad you're here. And if you want to work on something else in your journal, you can. Or maybe there's another project that you're going to sit with your Sonder family and work on. All righty, let's get going. And I'll go back through those pages so that you can look at those colors again. Okay, I want to take just a little moment to do a body scan as you've been sitting with your practice, whether you're coloring or doing something else. Um, let's make sure that we are relaxed. So check your tongue, take it off of the roof of your mouth. It tends to kind of hang out there, and you can relax when you release it. Relax your shoulders, check your jaw. Are you clenching? Try to unclench, soften your eyebrows. I know I tend to, go up with my eyebrows a lot. Soften those. Give your toes a little wiggle. Take another deep breath. Soften your belly. Be relaxed and kind of sit up and back. Take another deep breath and continue with your practice. Oh, I feel just reset from hanging with y'all, doodling around on my umbrella, standing in awareness, letting it be more than what it is on paper, but that symbolism for allowing ourselves to have that space of awareness in our life. Um, I'm so glad you came tonight, and we'd love to see your umbrella. Would love to know if you're doing anything in that negative space, if you decide to go with some lyrics or some raindrops, or you put a background in, or you add a little friend. We'd love to see that. It's always, well, it's hard to keep y'all on topic, but that's okay. Very quickly, we do have a quick little video for you to watch. If you are not on Sonder Coach, you can discover a little bit of the magic by checking this out. Maya's going to drop the link, but let's got a little announcement from Meha. Let's
Okay,
see.
I turned 36 a few days ago, and as a gift to our Sonder Fam community and our extended community, which includes all my followers, all of Silk and Saunders followers, all the people in our email list, we are giving away Sonder Coach for free. You're able to experience the magic within seconds rather than 30 minutes or more. So check it out. Okay, first just click the Begin Your Journey button. Then select between a worry, goal, or personality reading. Personality reading is like a palm reading, only better because we combine human design, positive intelligence, Silk and Saunders science-backed method to tell you exactly why you are the way that you are and what to do about it. Pro tip, if you're someone like me, click the mic icon when you describe what's on your mind, especially when you're doing a worry or a goal. It'll just go faster and we interpret everything, and you'll get guiding questions if we don't have enough information. We'll have you select a couple statements, answer some questions about your birthday, birth time, and after that, you will get your personalized results, personalized insights within seconds.
All righty. So if that is something you're curious about or you wanted to share, like the slide says, if you've got three friends that feel like they're carrying extra mental load, feel free to share the wealth with folks. And our time doesn't have to be over just because we're saying goodbye. So if you enjoyed tonight's playlist, I am on Spotify. It's called Rain Rain. And if you just scan in that QR code, you will be able to just take yourself to that playlist. And let me actually just drop the link there if that's easier for you. And I'm so proud of all of us for stopping in the middle of the week and just taking a little time for ourselves. Be sure to check the chat. Maya's dropping those links there. We have an exclusive next week, the Spring Clean Reset, and we're going to do a whole lot around clutter in our lives and how to quiet that noise. And I'm really excited to do that with y'all. And I know that a few of you heard Rainbow by Kate, the instrumental. So we'll go out with Casey Musgrave singing Rainbow to us. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for joining us, for just being here and being your authentic, lovely selves, connecting with each other. I always love being with you. It was a good evening, Sonder family. I'll see you in Sonder Club with your pages posted of those fun umbrellas.
When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe when all you know is the struggle of staying above the rising water line. Well, the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella. Well, darling, I'm just trying to tell you that there's always been a rainbow could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, yellow, red, and orange and green, and at least a million others. So tie up the bow, take off your coat, and take a look around. 'Cause the sky is finally open, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out